Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my Booktube-a-thon TBR, and Booktube-a-thon is hosted by Ariel Bissett. It starts on the 24th and goes on until the 30th, I think. But I will leave all the pertinent links to Twitter and the YouTube channel and etc. to the description box so you can go check it out. Without further ado, let's start with the challenges and the books I'm going to be reading during the read-a-thon. The first challenge is read a book with a person on the cover, and for this challenge I'm going to be reading Temporary People by Deepak Unnikrishnan. This was one of my anticipated debuts for the year. I've been really anxious to get my hands on it, and I finally did. It is about the paperless migrant workers that get imported to the Arab Emirates to work on all the luxurious building projects in there, and there's a lot of short stories about different people who have worked there and what their lives have been like and how little they have in terms of human rights when working in that country. And I found the premise very interesting. And this is also doubling as a book for another challenge, which is read about a character that is very different from you. So all the stories in this book are very different from what I've experienced as a person. So that is something that also really intrigued me. And I think this will go marvelously for that challenge. And as you can see, there are many people on the cover as well. So this will work very marvelously for those two challenges. Next challenge is read a hyped book, and for this I'm going to read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This has been really talked about on Booktube for I think quite a while, and the second book in this series is up for a Hugo nomination, and I just really want to get into this book. And this might be a little bit ambitious considering that Temporary People is also quite a hefty book, but I'm hoping to get to this at least during the read-a-thon. The third challenge is finish a book in one day, and for that challenge I'm going to be reading the whole March series by John Lewis, Andrew Aydin and Nate Powell. It is a graphic book series about the civil rights movement, and it was recommended to me by Books by Lanies, and I'm very anxious to get to this graphic novel series. And even though there's quite a lot of text, it is a graphic novel series, so that's why I'm anticipating it will be a rather quick read. So that's why I'm also putting the whole series up for this challenge, because I think that I will not have any trouble reading this whole thing in one day. And I already mentioned the fourth challenge, read about a character that is very different from you. That's going to be the Temporary People. So let's move on to the fifth challenge, finish a book completely outdoors. And for that I'm going to be choosing Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day by Winifred Watson. And this is an older book, I think it was published in 1938. And the blurb sounded really fun, it was very witty and fun, and I just feel that this will be a perfect book to have with me outdoors, going on a picnic, maybe go to a terrace at a cafe and just read there. And I can't wait to get to it. The only problem I think I will have with this particular challenge is that the Finnish weather is very fickle, so we shall have to see how I'm going to achieve this. The sixth challenge is read a book you bought because of the cover, and for this I actually have two books. The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde. I bought this because Book Cravings did a video about this particular edition, and it is really gorgeous, and it has a few fairy tales written by Oscar Wilde, who is one of my favorite classic authors, and I can't wait to read it. But because this book is very short, I also decided to read The Sea Tiger by Victoria Turnbull, which I bought when I was in London, and I definitely bought this because of the cover, because the art is just phenomenal. So I think I will do these two for this challenge, kind of double stacking so that I won't be cheating too much with the shorter books. And the final challenge is read 7 books, and I have here about, I think, 8 books if I'm counting correctly, 8 or 9, but some of them are very short, and I don't know if I can get to all of them, but I will try my hardest. And there you have it. This has been my TBR for the Booktube-a-thon. Tell me in the comments if you are participating in this read-a-thon, what books are you going to read? And yeah, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!